Ignore the cable, I'm charging. Welcome back to Strict Effort. Today we're going to be making a prop from High on Life, a new Squanch Games game. Those are the guys who made Rick and Morty. I think Justin Roiland. Probably butchered his name. I was watching the trailer and suddenly this guy pulls out a knife with a face and he says, I'm knifey, I like to stab, and he stabs and he enjoys stabbing people. So we're making the knife and I'm gonna show you how I'm to make the blade and the handle. I was going to show you about the face, which is the main thing of it all, but I got carried away. When I was sculpting it this morning, I was drinking coffee and eating cereal and I got distracted by Markiplier. This is the size of the face in the middle. Well, it's not exactly the same size, but you can see the clay on my hand still. But this is all we really need for now because it's about like that. I'm going to use a sheet of plastic. I think this is PVC plastic. Very thin. It's about 1 millimeter thick. My thought here was to make the blade out of it. Maybe glue 2 pieces together for the piece that's going to go on top of here. I'm going to try my very best to take some of this fiberglass rod and run it through it into the handle. I believe I'm going to have to make this piece have a certain piece that sticks out so I can glue it to it somehow. Yeah, there's going to be a little piece that has to go in here, kind of like if you were making a real blade or something. So what we'll do is we'll go grab some butcher paper, draw out a template, and get to working on this. I'll see you there. So what we see in this photo right here, hopefully covered the whole screen while I'm talking still, the blade seems to get large at the tip and then get smaller as it goes down. Kind of cartoony looking, so it's great. So we can make it cartoony looking. So it looks like the tip, trying to draw this morning, trying to get a good idea. But it really looks really specific. It's got a little bit of an inside curve. It's like a combat knife, but a combat knife usually would kind of stop here, and actually I think it might be more like this. Yeah, I think this is a normal combat knife shape. And then it just kind of comes in. I think that's too big of a blade. I'm looking at that now, and our piece here, and I was thinking, how is that gonna connect? Although, no, I was gonna say the blade could be really long, but this is, how long is this? Let me find a measuring tape. Well, I can't find a ruler in a workshop. This is a first. About 10 inches, 9-10 inches from here across. And as you see, I don't know why I put it here. I was making it was a Men in Black prop, a video that never got fully made because I messed something up. I might go back and do that again. If we can make it this big, we're gonna have to figure out a way to shimmy it on here because we're gonna make 2 pieces to stick together and hopefully be stiff enough to put foam on the outside and keep it stiff and still. This prop probably won't be held much. It's probably going to be displayed most likely. My plan is to put this on my wall and be proud of it. The handle we'll talk about later because we're just going to shove this through some foam and that'll be easy. Back to the freehand draw. Kind of like what I've got going on here. This just kind of goes out, it just goes down. Now, I think this is too much of an inside curve here. I think we're going to kind of let it extend out about that much. Let's look at our reference. Okay, I know the reference, it's already kind of small, but I know it's a little smaller because you got to figure out a way to put it on the head. And I'm using air dry clay for this, so I can come back and I probably should use baking clay and cover some spots up. We're trying to make it look like it's natural, I guess. I don't have a clear image of the photo. I only have, I've been using from the trailer. And I was looking at this just now. I was thinking, what if we just did this? So by the look of it, it might be, because it looked like this piece kind of goes out for a bit. Let's just outline it with a marker now. Goes out like that. And this goes kind of like that. It's like a machete looking. Oh, shoot. Something right there. So now if we cut on the inside of this, it should fit. Genius, I'm so smart. Wow. I need to sharpen this pencil. Yep, we're working here. See what you're doing? Careful, there's some sharp things. This is Midnight, our outdoor cat. I don't really share pets much, except for like that one time with that dog, which was in that wallet video. His name is Batman, by the way. Great dog. This is Midnight. She showed up one day, and there's a bee. Since I put a cat over here, a bee decided to show up. Are you hungry, Midnight? Would you like some food? All right, so now we should probably go ahead and make the piece that's gonna go inside here. I'm thinking I was gonna kind of put it in here and have it kind of, or melt it or something and form it around. But I started thinking, what if I just cut a slit in this? Just kind of pushed it in. So we can do that. Let's make this about there. That should be enough. We'll see. If not, we can still modify it. All right, there we go. Let me put this up to my drawing. Actually, I think I did it right. Okay, so, oh yeah, we can do this. This is great. It's so rare for me to be right in doing something correct. Oh. In fact, I could probably slip it here and then slip another one here and still have room for something else one day. Let's do that. Let's try that. I hear a storm a-coming. The wind blows. I can feel it in my bones. I gotta make sure these are perfect. They gotta match perfect. Because if not, I'm gonna be screwed. Okay, we're back. And we've got 2 pieces of plastic. Voila! We can probably get a third and just make the blade out of this. Just cut the shaft down, just like boom. It's a thing now. Now we got to make the foam cutouts. I'm gonna take some 2mm I have here, and we're gonna cut those out. And I think what I might do, I'm just gonna lightly, or not lightly, I'm gonna figure out how to glue these 2 together with super glue. And this could fail horribly. Got to get in there and make sure we get everything lined up. Because that just adhered. Just a little bit of cleanup, but yeah, that just glued together that fast. I cleaned it up, and I had to redraw the template because some things changed, as you see. Now we're taking this, well, not this yet. We're gonna take the one we got right here, draw down 2 pieces of 2mm foam, and we're gonna glue it to it, and we're gonna use this little template here to put that little sharp mark on there. So I tried gluing it to a piece of wood. In the end, it just took some of the foam, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it onto this, and we'll just sand it down. I think that'll be easier. Sand this up. Well, now that I've sanded it down and just found out the camera was turned off, I'm gonna heat treat it, take the heat gun to it, make it stronger. Still got some leftover chunks from last build. Yeah, so we're gonna just slap a bunch of these pieces together and make a handle. I debated for a while to make a wooden handle, but this thing's already getting kind of heavy for a prop. Now, the handle looks like a combat knife, so I'm gonna just sketch one. Here's the handle. We're gonna heat treat it now with the heat gun. Now we gotta go test fit everything and get that through a hole maybe or something.
really enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to subscribe, I'll make more.